we got to discuss this new phenomenon in dating where men legit are scared to death to come up and speak to a woman first. Like at this event last night, there was a lot of men that are like motioning for the woman to go to them. Like I had so many motioning me for me to come to them last night. And I was like shaking my head, nah, bro. If I got to do all that, you ain't it. I can tell you right now. Any man that I have ever actually really, really liked has applied pressure, has like hopped in my DMs, has come straight up and talked to me. Like my husband ain't gonna be any different. So if I gotta go out of my way to go talk to you to make you comfortable because you were so scared of rejection, you ain't it. You know, you got to start looking at rejection as redirection. It can't like sting your ego. You know, it can't, don't let it hurt your ego too much. But
come here, let me tell you a secret. She's practically begging you to approach her. But if you're like 99% of men, you're completely blind to the signs that she's trying to give you. Signs like the double take, where she looks at you, looks away, then looks back at you again. Or the hair touching habit, where she just can't help but play with her hair when she looks at you. Or the orbiting, where she just keeps ending up where you are no matter how many times you move around. So stop being the guy who misses every green light.
I walk into a bar with a friend and a guy sitting at the bar turned, looked at me, and gave me the "I'm gonna talk to you" vibes. I am the world's worst flirter. Like, I cannot emphasize enough how bad I am at flirting. And so I froze like a deer in the headlights, like literally frozen. I walk up to the bar to order my drink, okay? And this man walks straight up to me and says, "Hello, my name is Jim." Luckily, my friend stepped in and was like, "Hi, this is Katerina. She's so great," because I was frozen. We played some eyeball tennis back and forth in the bar for like an hour. And he came up to me and bought me and my friend a drink and got my number and was so respectful. And I was actually in complete shock because I didn't know this happened in real life. Granted, this happened to me 2 years ago and it was the only time it's ever happened to me. But men, this is the power of approaching a woman in the wild, because I truly have not gotten him out of my mind.
Men, I need to know, do you find it attractive when a woman approaches you? So if you were at a coffee shop or on a walk or even at the gym somewhere and a woman approached you and said, "Hey, you're attractive," or "Hey, see you all the time, da 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 da." Do you find that attractive, or would you rather be the one that approaches? Because I've heard different things from different men and I want to know where men stand on it.
It's really weird because I feel like a lot of women want to be approached, or they want to be in a relationship, or they want to date or whatever. Do men feel the same? Like, genuinely, do men feel the same way? And I'm just asking, like, out of curiosity, like, is there like a problem where like men feel like women don't want to be like approached, or like don't want to be in a relationship? Like, do they, like, are they scared? It's like a genuine question, okay? Because I've been getting like a lot of feedback, okay? Like comments, DMs, whatever, on my last video, which was about like dating. And a lot of people are like, yeah, it's the same. And I don't see a lot of like men. I do get some like DMs from men saying the same thing. But like, I wonder if men feel the same way, or if they're like intimidated to like talk. Like, what do we do? Like, how do we fix this genuinely? Can
we talk about how men don't offer to buy girls drinks at the bar anymore? I've been single for 6 years and I can count on one hand how many times a guy has offered to buy me a drink. But it's not just that, it's guys coming up and approaching girls in general is so scarce these days. I'm like, we as women have almost made it where we're like, leave us alone, so much to the point that they really are. And they all just want to like slide in your DMs, but would never approach you in real life.
Okay, so when my friend and I go out, we don't get approached by men. And it's happened like a handful of times where we'll go out and we look nice, you know, we're putting our best foot forward, we're fun, we're talkative, we laugh, the whole nine, okay? We don't get approached. We live in LA. I don't know if that's part of it. I don't know if men in other parts of the country are different, but in LA, it feels like that just doesn't happen anymore. I don't know. I'm going to put a picture of us and you guys can see what we look like. I don't think like we're bad looking, you know? Like what?
Listen, I'm convinced at this point the male loneliness epidemic is just down to your guys' inability to flirt because you don't understand what it does to us when you know how to flirt, when you're good at it. And I'm not talking about like tip your fedora, grow a chin strap beard. I'm talking about being attentive, being funny, witty, intelligent. The lost art of just being able to flirt real easy and charming. Like, you don't know what that does to us. I will stop what I'm doing, okay? I will stop what I'm doing to just spend my time dedicated to that flirt, man. You don't know. Learn the art of conversation. Learn how to talk to somebody and speak good and have a conversation. We don't want to be lonely either. You're making us lonely too. You're making us lonely also. Just do better.
I believe that there is a lost art of men approaching women, and I totally understand why, because some women are so mean and nasty. But there is nothing like a man walking up on a woman and being like, yeah, my name is such and such, I'm attracted to you, can I get your number? Like, guys don't do that anymore. And it's a lot of women's fault because I will watch it happen and women will be so mean and nasty. But I feel bad because a lot of guys will see me out in public and somehow they'll find my social media and they'll try to go smack in my social media and be like, yeah, I saw you the other day and la 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 la. Sweetheart, I'm not one of those women. Come see me in person. Come see me in person. Come holler at me in person because I need to look at what I'm getting ready to invest in. Where you at? Come here. I know it takes a lot to approach a person, but it's okay. Don't let the nasty women, the disrespectful women discourage you from talking to regular women like me because we appreciate that. Like, I appreciate any man that does manly things. Like, it means a lot, especially in this day and time. And 10 times out of 10, sweetheart, that girl probably ain't even worth your time anyway. So look at her rejection as a good thing because she probably don't need to be in your life. So yeah, come smack at us.
It has come to my attention that men do not want to approach women anymore. I don't know when this happened, but this is the reality of the situation. And I also realized that nobody wants to be on dating apps anymore. I think this summer is about to be feral girl summer. Like, I feel like we are finally going to connect with one another and we are finally going to get off the apps and we are finally going to flirt with one another. However, we have an issue at hand. Men don't want to approach women at bars. So it's like, how do we start conversation? Luckily, one of my favorite gifts in life is asking weird questions to people. So I started taking myself out to bars. I'm going out with girlfriends and I'm trying to make conversation with guys at bars. And I have one question that I have been asking that is working. My favorite question to ask, I ask this on first dates too. I always ask people, if I could give you a private jet right now that could take you anywhere in the world, where would you go? And this brings up so many good conversations. If a guy says Italy, I'm already imagining our honeymoon there. But seriously, use this one next time you're out. And I just feel like this is about to be an amazing summer and I am so excited for it.
Why do guys not call girls pretty anymore? Like, is it old fashioned? Because on the last 7 first dates I've been on, I don't think one guy has opened with, wow, we look really pretty tonight. It's like the easiest thing because we both know it took time for me to look the way that I do. And it would make you stand out so much. I don't know if I've just been dating all the wrong men or if other people feel like this is a dying art too, but like, compliments will never fail you. Just tell her she looks pretty.
Single guys, if you have a good flirty interaction with a girl at a party, at a bar, somewhere, and you walk away without asking for her number, what are you doing? What are you doing? Gotta get the number. Shoot or shoot, and we want you to ask, okay? Because we're not gonna just voluntarily be like, do you want my phone number? Girls aren't built like that, okay? It'd be nice if we were, and trust me, I know a lot of the comments are gonna say that, but no, we're not. So all you have to do is just say, hey, had a great time chatting with you tonight. Can I get your number? Boom. Easy peasy. And if she's interested, she'll be like, yeah, for sure. And if she's not, she might be like, oh, you know what? I don't like giving my phone number out, or I have a boyfriend. In which case, same boat. that you would have been in without asking, okay? Don't let it get to you on a personal level. Just be like, all right, well, nice meeting you, bye. And shoot again the next time.
American men are built differently. I heard about this, but it hasn't happened to me until just now. So I'm just sitting here having a tea, minding my business, waiting for an adult store to open that's behind the corner. And a man walks up to me and he's like, how you doing? I'm like, I'm good, thank you. How are you? And we're just having a little chat. He's like, so where's the lucky guy? And I said, sir, I don't have a lucky guy. He's like, oh, you don't have a lucky guy? I said, I have lots of lucky guys. And then he's like, oh, that's the problem. I said, oh, it's not a problem. I'm happy. And then he's like, well, write my number down. And I said, why would I write your number down? He's like, well, so I can be one of the lucky guys. I just didn't have the heart to tell him, you know? I didn't have a heart to tell him. And I said, look, I'm so sorry. No, thank you. And then he just kind of got sad and walked away. But American men just like walk up to you and just shoot their shot, even though this gentleman was probably two and a half times my age, which is fine with me, but you gotta shoot your shot.
I just taught a yoga class at Equinox, and one of my students came up to me later in the night at the gym. She was like, oh my God, I completely missed your class this week, but I really wanted to take it. And then we got into such a good conversation. Somehow it becomes about dating. And we were both talking about how it's so annoying how men don't approach women at the gym. And I feel like this can go one of two ways. And I get why men are hesitant to approach women at the gym, because it's like, what if you keep seeing each other and it doesn't really go anywhere? Is that awkward? Whatever. But like, the gym is a perfect environment. You're not at the bar. It's like you've common interests. Maybe you live in a similar neighborhood, or you're in a similar neighborhood at the same time. Like, you're all working out. Like, everyone looks hot. Like, why are men not approaching women at the gym and just being normal about it? Like, we should make the gym more of like a community vibe, you know? Like, even when you go to workout classes, people are in, out, on their phone. Like, no one is like building connection. So it was so nice that this girl just came up to me and started talking to me, and she was my student, and I actually got to know her. And then we got to bond over the fact that like men are not coming up to women at the gym, or just in general in life. And I know it's not just me that's feeling frustrated by this. I know it's not just me. There are so many women that are like, WTF.
Girls, make the first move. Do it. Just make the first move. It is so attractive when the girl makes the first move. I think it's like an 80% chance of marriage too if the girl makes the move first. I'm telling you right now, make the first move. Just don't care about rejection. Make the first move. Because it shows confidence, and men kill for confidence. Just send him that text. Talk to him in person. Like, it literally does not matter. Just make the first move, be confident, and let him do the rest. A lot of guys, too, sometimes they're scared. They're a little scared. They're scared of rejection as well, and their fragile masculinity sometimes can't take it. But if you make the first move, it gives them a little bit of a hint that you're into them. And let me tell you, it'll work. It will work. Just do it. Let me just tell you all now that me and the guy that I'm with, I made the first move, and look at us now. And honestly, if I didn't make the first move, we would not be together. We would not be together at all. And this is the happiest I've been.
So this is for men that live here in America. We need more men approaching women. A lot of you guys know that I'm a hairstylist. I have a lot of clients. Most of my clients are women. 97% of them are single. Beautiful women with their life together. Not just single because they don't want to. Single because they can't find men. A lot of them don't want to use dating apps because they find it not so safe. However, they do try to go to grocery stores, to go to the gym, to go to the park, to charge, open spaces to see if they can find a man to talk to. But what they say is, they say that men do not approach. A lot of the time they find men that they see a guy that they really like, but they are a little bit, shy to initiate. I strongly believe that men should initiate. And so men do not initiate anymore. We need men to initiate more, please. And I really hate the toxic female here in America that hate men's approach, that any little men's approach, they are quick to call the cops, they are quick to scream, to yell, to record them. I really hate that because the real women need that and like that. We need to normalize here in America, men seeing a woman, giving her a compliment and ask her if she's single, without seeing it as harassment.
Question for the men or single men, maybe men in general. Is it too aggressive if a girl just comes up to you, starts talking to you, asks for your number just right off the jump? Is that too aggressive? Would you rather her come over and be like, just wanted to let you know I'm going to appreciate a good looking man when I see him because, you know, I've seen many fish in this sea and there ain't many good looking ones. So just thought I'd let you know you're super cute. And then have her, you know, circle back before she leaves, maybe slide you her number and say, not sure if you're single, not sure if you're interested, but in the chance that you are single and you are interested, give me a call. Would love to grab a drink. Would love to grab dinner. Would love to get to know you. Text me. Ask me out. Is that too aggressive, or are guys appreciating that kind of stuff? I feel like that's the route I would go, but just super curious.
Why are all the girlies in the same boat right now? From my last post about where are the girls finding boyfriends nowadays, can we debrief how literally every single girl had the same comment? They're like, I don't know, I'm trying, no luck, blah, 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 blah. Like, why are we all in the same boat? Why are 50% of the comments saying Facebook dating? Are people really using Facebook dating? No thanks, not for me. And then just recently, the video started gaining attraction from the men, and they're like, yeah, we can't find girls either. We were told don't talk to the girls, so you have to come up to us first. Like, huh? And I think I should clarify that it's not that I can't find a man. We can't find men, because we can. They're everywhere. It's just we can't find the right men. The right men that we are looking for, that we have preference in. So maybe I should rephrase my question into, where are all the good men who have potential at? Where do I find them?
This guy just put himself out there and came up to me at Whole Foods, and honestly, we respect it. He came up, introduced himself, had a normal conversation, and then asked my number. And honestly, we appreciate that so much. And I'm not saying this because I'm like all about like, I want the attention. I'm desperate for attention. And not even because I was interested. Unfortunately, we're not interested, but it was the fact that he was bold enough to try. Guys are so scared nowadays to be bold. Everyone hides behind Instagram DMs. They are hiding behind dating apps, or they're just afraid they just don't do anything because they're afraid of rejection. But girls like confidence. They like the boldness. They think that's attractive. Even if a girl isn't interested, who cares? She's still going to respect you for having the courage to even walk up and say anything at all. I feel like that's what's wrong nowadays. Girls want a guy who is bold and brave enough to try. So if you're a guy watching this is your sign to start being bold again. The world would genuinely be a much better place if you guys put yourself out there. We appreciate you more than you think. Like, I have a lot of respect for this guy. Even though I'm not interested, like, much respect given to him for having the courage to walk up.
Men are really making it easy for women to be okay to die alone. Like, literally. I was literally at the fucking gas station, and this man just kept staring at me. And I saw him. He was handsome, cute, put together, but he just kept staring. And so he left the line, went outside, and stood by his car. He pumped his gas. I came out. I was like, okay, maybe he's going to speak. I walked by his car because I had to walk by his car to get to my car. This man said, hey, yo, you got a name. Everybody has a fucking name. You mean to tell me you can't say, hey, I saw you standing there. I think you're beautiful. My name is so-and-so. What is yours? What happened to men being able to hold a fucking conversation or just approach you properly? Even if I did not want to give you my number, I still would have held a conversation and been polite about it. But when he said, hey, yo, you got a name? I said, nope. And kept fucking walking. I miss the days where men actually approached you in public and knew what the fuck to say. I feel like all the movies like The Wood, How to Be a Player, even that shit taught you how to fucking approach somebody. I mean, The Brothers, at least those movies taught y'all how to have fucking game. Men have lost game in 2026. The internet has ruined y'all game. Y'all don't even know how to approach a woman in public. I don't remember the last time I was approached in public by a man and he had a full sentence. Like, hi, my name is so-and-so. I saw you standing there. I think you're beautiful. What is your name? That is so simple. Why the fuck can't y'all do that?
A lot of the videos I've been posting about how men are not approaching women keep surfacing common themes. Fear of rejection, fear of being called creepy, anger towards women that women have been telling men to not approach them, so now men are confused on this app. And another thing that I'm seeing very persistent across these comments is very, very low confidence and low self-esteem. Now, some of the things I just pointed out, I think women have played a role in. Like, men are afraid to make the move because a lot of women don't know how to handle letting down a guy, so they make the guy feel bad. And then when the guy feels bad, they're like, well, I don't want to put myself out there. So I do believe we need to hold women accountable and teach them how to be respectful with letting down a guy and like not be passive aggressive and rude and make the guy feel uncomfortable. So like we should hold women accountable, yes. And we should also recognize that like the issue around low self-esteem and low self-confidence is completely separate from like even the whole discourse around should men approach women or not. Like the fact that so many people, men included, but like people generally struggle with their self-esteem and self-confidence is so upsetting because if we don't have a strong sense of self, we're not going to be healthy. We're not going to have a healthy mind. We're not going to treat our bodies in a healthy way. And we're not going to have a healthy spirit if you take it a step further. So what I think we really need to start addressing is how do we create a society with people who are more confident, have higher self-esteem, and have a stronger sense of self so that they don't let other people's perceptions of them and things that they can't control negatively influence themselves and their self-perception. Because when we start to believe these really negative stories and narratives in our head, we start to behave in ways that are not actually setting ourselves up for greater success in life. So there's a lot of problems that I'm talking about here. The discourse on like, should men approach women or not, I think is a little separate, but still related to and contributes to the fundamental finding that I'm seeing here, which is like a lot of people, men specifically in the context of relationships, have very, very low self-confidence and self-esteem, which is why rejection is so crippling to them.
On behalf of all girls, I just wanted to say, if you're a guy and you're bold, you take initiative, you're assertive, you go after what you want, that is so attractive. That is the most attractive quality. If you're ever pondering and you're wondering, I don't know if I should go approach that girl, what if she rejects me? If she rejects you, just move on. Onwards and upwards, she was not meant for you. There are girls out there that so truthfully appreciate a man being assertive, going after what they want. Men are now in their princess era where they're like, well, if a girl likes me, she's gonna come talk to me. Well, if a girl likes me, she's gonna go after me. 98% of girls, even if they're not interested in you and you come up in a respectful manner and way and talk to us, we'll still appreciate the gesture no matter what, and we'll let you down in a nice way if we're not interested. Why go through life scared to do things? Because this one shot that you do could change your whole life. Now, I know there are girls that can just be blatantly rude and reject you, but it's like, well, thank God they were blatantly rude and rejected you because you don't want to be with that girl anyway. There's girls that have gone up and complimented and they look at me like I'm the problem. They look at me like, thanks. Which I'm actually giving you a compliment, by the way. I know what some girls are like that can just be rude for no reason, but I'm promising you 98% of us, 95% of us, I don't know. For the most part, if you are kind and respectful and you come up, and if we end up saying like, oh, we have a boyfriend, or oh no, we're not interested, and you're like, okay, yeah, that's no problem. Like, I hope you have a great day, and you walk away. We're not going to be rude to you. We're not going to bash you. We're going to walk away with dignity and respect, and we'll actually admire you because it takes a lot of guts to go up and approach someone. And it's so attractive if a guy isn't afraid to go up and approach because men don't do it anymore. But just know, if you see someone and you think they're cute, freaking go for it. You don't want to look back and regret not doing something about it. And you never know what that one little time interaction could do. It could literally be the best thing that's ever happened to you.